Charles is America's best choice for the 2020 presidential election. Him, along with the Monarch Party, can take down Trump and the other candidates for this year's presidential election. Charles displays every attribute of a president-monarch combination. Charles cares about the economy and our military. He'll tax in order to help our country and our Navy, along with the goods our planes and boats bring to America every day. Charles is actually a strong supporter of the LGBT community because his dad was homosexual. He's an independent man who knows what is good for a country, even if he must reach out and grab it himself. You, sir, Freshman.
Yes.
How do you feel about Charles I?
Charles I? I love that man. He cares about his people. He cares about my family so much. He helped my son Timmy so much. He hadn't eaten a meal in 4 weeks. Bless Charles. He gave me food in my stomach for the first time in 4 weeks.
You heard it, folks. He is not going to tax people for their religion, ethnicity, or if they decide to have a beard, and he includes all people. No, he is not going to use his tax money on late-night frat parties with his holy synod of drunken idiots, or whatever you call it. Charles is also a family man. He cares about his family just like you and me would not accidentally kill them. Charles values America's foreign policy, laws, and diplomatic affairs. He will only go to war unless necessary. He is not going to run around conquering everything and anyone he sees. Charles values America's foreign policy, laws, and diplomatic affairs. He will only go to war unless necessary. He is not going to run around conquering everything and anyone he sees. He savors his capital in order to better his country, not better his bachelor pad. Charles is a serious yet friendly face to the community, unlike Cardinal Richelieu. He is literally a three-faced man who cares about his power but not his people. He would even go against his own people in order to attack others, even if they believe the same thing. Richelieu hates the rich and the poor and is not a likable guy in general. You can't trust him at all.
Why, thank you. Thank goodness you're not like that Richelieu guy. He hates his own people, regardless of social class.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too.
Greetings, Tony.
Hello, Charles.
How's your day going?
Wonderful. How's your campaign?
Absolutely marvelous.
Our candidate displays much confidence in himself and does not hide his insecurities. Elizabeth is nothing like this. She asks her painters to make her look younger in portraits so she can feel better about herself.
I mean, look at this confident, handsome, young ace of a man.
Charles also cares about the working class of America, and Catherine the Great is not too supportive of the working class. In fact, 95% of the Russian people who lived under her rule didn't benefit from the achievements of Catherine's reign. She did not help Russia advance, so how could you possibly expect her to help America advance?
Okay.
Cromwell may look like a better candidate than Charles, but if you ask the Irish about it, you might not get the same response. Charles is no egotistical maniac who calls himself the Lord Protector, then disbands his own supporters who got him there. Hello, sir. How do you feel about Oliver Cromwell?
Oliver Cromwell. I'll show you what I think of that jackwagon.
Thank you. Vote for Charles.
Charles I is your guy for the 2020 presidential election.
Charles is America's first. Would that work?
Okay, and I can do the countdown.
Yeah. And then I'm looking almost right at it.
Ready? And don't press after I say go, press the record button.
Do you want a leader who just lays on the ground?
Cromwell may look like a better candidate than Charles, but if you get
Thank you.